And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Barkley.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. 2nd and 2.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A nice little juke, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 24, Jones.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Fighting to stay upright. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Giants first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
A first down carry for Barkley. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles nothing. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quincy Roche
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. They got his man complete. That it? Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they have.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Rondale Moore
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Hurts throw complete to Rager.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hurts. He'll get this right back to Rager.
And he goes out right around the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's good. For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it at the 15. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Quincy Roche
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing Jones. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Giants.
Rondale Moore
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good. For an Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and Giants touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. It's a gain of 2.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Rager catches it left side.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Giants, 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts looking for Rager again. This time he's got him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rolling to his right. It's caught by Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Running right, here's Sanders. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott on for the extra point. Lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Derek Barnett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And got his man complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make, and there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got three down.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.